Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're diving into the Fire and Rose's Joker slot. Now this one's from Triple Edge Studios, came out in 2023. It definitely pops visually, that classic circus Joker look, but mixed with these Fire and Rose themes. Pretty striking. But for an audience like ours, people who really know slots, what makes this particular high volatility game stand out beyond, well, just looking good?
That's a really great question because the look is compelling, yeah, but our mission here really is to get under the hood. We need to understand how its unique mechanics and its, let's be honest, pretty lucrative features, how they grab players like you, and not just grab you, but how they actually innovate in what's, a really crowded market. It's definitely more than just the visuals.
Yeah, I was looking at the structure first. It's got that 5-reel grid, okay? But the layout is 3-4-5-4-3. That's really quite different from your standard setup, isn't it? What's the thinking there strategically? Is it just the look different?
Well, it does look different, but what's fascinating here isn't just the novelty. It's kind of a psychological thing, too. This 3-4-5-4-3 shape, it cleverly gives you 720 ways to win. And crucially, it uses bidirectional pay lines. So for someone who plays a bit, you immediately see that your combinations can run left to right and right to left. That essentially doubles your symbol matching potential right off the bat without making the screen look too cluttered or confusing. It kind of breaks the usual rhythm, makes each spin feel a bit less predictable, more engaging maybe.
Okay, so the unusual layout pulls you in. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But like you said, that's just the start. The real sort of spark comes from the gameplay itself. We're talking stacked wilds, right?
Yeah.
And those JOKER scatter symbols, those trigger the free spins. You get at least 6 to start.
Exactly, a minimum of 6. And that's where the progressive multiplier system really kicks in and takes hold. Think about it, watching your win potentially grow, not just adding up, but multiplying. It's like building momentum. This happens in the base game too, but especially during the free spins, which you can re-trigger by the way these multipliers can climb. They can get up to, I believe, 15x. Now, how do you think that constant possibility, that exponential jump in potential winnings affects how long someone stays engaged? It's a really smart way to compound the excitement, I think.
Oh, definitely. That potential for a really big hit driven by multipliers, that's a huge draw. And speaking of big hits, for a lot of players, the absolute peak, the real thrill, isn't just any win. It's chasing that potentially life-changing jackpot. How does Fire and Rose's Joker handle the jackpot side of things? Does it do anything, different there?
It really does. Quite brilliantly, actually. You're not just passively waiting for a jackpot to drop. You're actively collecting these little jackpot tokens. They fill up this rather nice-looking rose-shaped pot on the screen. Once that pot is full, you're guaranteed a spin on the jackpot wheel bonus. No, maybe about it. And that wheel gives you a shot at one of 5 different jackpots. They're themed with different rose colors, from mini right up to the ultra level. And those top levels offer some really significant potential rewards. It's a great blend of that classic slot feel with these modern, potentially very lucrative, progressive features. Keeps the anticipation high.
Right. So those jackpots are definitely the big headline feature.
Yeah.
But the game isn't only aimed at people chasing the absolute top prize, is it? I noticed the betting range seems quite accessible. Starts pretty low, right?
Yeah, that flexibility is really important for wider appeal. You can bet from just $0 and 20 cents, very cautious, up to $50 per spin if you want to push it. And just to give you some important context here, the return to player, the RTP, it's pretty competitive at around 96.01%. Now, we mentioned it's high volatility. What that means for you, the player, is that wins might not come along every other spin. They might be less frequent. But when they do hit, they have the potential to be quite substantial. We're talking a max payout possibility of up to 5,000 times your bet. Plus, technically, it's built on HTML5, so smooth play on mobile tablets, whatever, no download needed. And the fact it's already got sequels, like Fire and Rose's Jolly Joker and Joker 2, that really says something about how well the original has done.
So when you pull all that together, what does it tell us about making a successful slot today? It feels like Fire and Rose's Joker isn't just mixing old and new ideas, it's really refining that combination, maximizing player engagement, keeping that thrill of the chase alive. It almost feels like a template for other high volatility games, maybe.
It really does. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? This raises an important question for you to think about. How do developers keep taking familiar themes like the Joker and innovate? Not just by tacking on features, but by really understanding the psychology. How do they refine those hooks to create genuinely fresh gameplay and keep pushing the boundaries of potential rewards? It's a fascinating ongoing challenge in game design.